Hey, you guys are in the Super Regional tonight. Today,
Yes.
this afternoon.
This weekend.
Middle of the day.
This weekend. Yeah.
Well, you hope it goes the whole weekend, you know.
No, I hope
No,
it's
I
done
hope
on
it's
Saturday.
done after
Well, that's true.
tomorrow.
Could win today, could win
So
tomorrow.
then
could all be
Sunday
over.
we can focus on
Hell
game
yeah.
2 of the finals.
Hell yeah. Then we can go to Omaha.
Forgot we got to wait till Sunday for game 2.
Do we fly out of Eugene to go to Omaha? Because
I think
that
you
would
do.
be great.
I think you do.
The only team that flies out of Eugene to go to Omaha is Oregon State.
There
Do
you
you
go.
guys have an air? Do you guys have an airport in Corvallis?
Yeah, we might as well build us an airport in Eugene.
No, there's a municipal airport in Albany.
Call it the Omaha wing. It's just an orange and black.
There you go.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, that
guys,
NCAA
man.
charter.
I'm happy for
yeah,
you
that
guys.
NCAA charter will come right into Eugene.
You need something. I'm happy for you.
What do you mean we need some? We're Pac-12 champions.
You desperately deserve it.
We're WCC women's basketball
That-
champions
you,
too.
You are, damn it. You're damn right you are.
We're
You
the
build
tuna,
that
you're the
dam.
lion.
You-
You stepped into a trap.
You build that. You build
You
that
thought
dam
you
over
were
there.
making fun of me.
Yeah, you build it. All right, you build that dam.
I am interested in the.
Give me the breakdown. What do we think about the
I don't
matchup
have a
of Florida
breakdown.
State?
I don't know. I think Oregon State's playing good baseball. At least they ended their regional well.
Sorry, I digress. Continue, please. They're playing good baseball.
To like to dump a lot of money and lose to Utah Valley.
I don't know. It's not my money.
That's a good point. No, I mean, I don't know anything about Florida State. I'm not going to pretend. They're good. Traditionally, they're a program people look at because they're from the state of Florida. It's always like the sunshine weather thing. Historically, though, went through it with Bill. They don't have the greatest roster depth in Major League Baseball history.
Florida State. I know Buster Posey. That's all I know.
He basically said Buster Posey, there was another player, and then it got to Jameis Winston.
What?
He was looking up Winston stats.
I mean, he was a good baseball player. I remember that.
His numbers were meh.
He was
college.
a closer, if I
He was
remember
a pitcher,
correctly.
yeah. So, look, Florida State, I don't understand the strategy, but also it may work for them. I guess they're not starting their ace. I actually think the bigger story is this, and I know that going to Omaha would be a big deal for Mitch Canham because there's actual sickos who want to fire this dude.
Yes, there are.
Look, I hope they keep playing the way they were. A couple days off now since the regional. Hopefully those bats pick up where they left off. They'll clean right through the series if they do. Have you guys followed the ticket story?
No. What's going on with tickets?
So the tickets were supposed to be released at 7 a.m., and it was announced by the Oregon State athletic director. And so Beaver fans just lined up in a queue for 7 a.m. It started later than it was supposed to, and then people that got on the queue super early still had no chance. The tickets were instantly sold out.
That quick. Huh?
And then instantly put on the secondary market for way above value price because, of course, you got to make money.
That sucks.
So was it through Oregon State, or does the NCAA take over?
I believe
at
this was the
point?
Oregon State, hey,
Okay.
we're releasing tickets, line up in the queue. It's kind of been like a disaster.
That's
Beaver
not
fan
good.
has not been happy about it.
Yeah.
Now, it sounds like Oregon State's going to be releasing Florida State tickets because they didn't sell out their allotment.
Coming from Tallahassee, I'd
Right.
imagine not a lot of them
So,
are making that trip.
There's a chance here there could be some fans who didn't get in, but reading the tea leaves of social media,
That blows.
quite a few Beaver fans super pissed
Yeah.
that they didn't get a chance to
Well,
go
are
to a
they
super
not, I mean, I
regional.
know they have a fair amount of season ticket holders in the regular season.
Well, that was the other thing is the allotment for the 7 a.m. release. It was far less than people thought it was going to be.
Oh, okay.
It was basically like, hey, come get your tickets, when knowing most of those tickets had already been sold.
Yeah, that's a tough part. But there's no real right or wrong way
It's
to
not
do
a very big
tickets
stadium
anymore. It's
either.
not a very big stadium, so you have a limited amount. And then you feel bad for the ones who are like diehard fans who have probably
Yeah.
been going all year, like who are actual, like, I'm in this, living and dying with this. And then the people who jump on at the last second and want to go to a game, and all of a sudden the ticket prices are insane. Or you
Yeah.
got to buy them on the secondary market. That sucks. By the way, my Google search is telling me Cal Raleigh went to Florida State. Did
Cal
you list-
Raleigh, there you
Did
go.
you list
go.
Cal Raleigh?
That's Major League Baseball home run leader.
That
Yeah.
is
Cal
that is
Raleigh.
maybe the best catcher in baseball, Cal
big-
Raleigh.
the big
Schultze's been
dumper.
right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a terrible
Although
take.
Rutschman's starting to come on last night.
Luke Weaver for the Yankees, Florida State Seminole.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
So I got that.
He
He's
was
on
he on
the
the World
shelf.
Series team? No.
For the Yankees?
last year.
Yeah, no, maybe.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely was. Duh.
No doubt.
Yeah. Cole Sands has 2 saves for the Minnesota
Yeah, come on,
Twins.
get outta here.
Twinkies.
Cole Sands.
3.12 ERA.
Jameis Winston, bigger baseball player from Florida State than Cole Sands. And Cole Sands is in Major League Baseball. Come on, what are we doing here?
Yeah, a lot of people know I'm checking the text.
Yeah,
line.
the
They're all
official
saying that
game
Cal
notes
Raleigh went
haven't
down.
listed any starters for either school, but is Dax Whitney
No,
going to go?
I
The
think
freshman,
the indication is Dax is going to be on
Dax
the
is going to
mound.
go because he went in game 2.
Dude, 12 Ks in 6 innings is
Yeah.
nuts.
No, you go out there,
It's a
you
lot of
put the
Ks.
pressure on, and try to win that first game, and then all the pressure in the world.
Is everybody off of Canham's nuts if he gets to the World Series?
I mean,
Is that
they
back off?
just
shouldn't
be
be
off
on
him
him
in
right
general?
now.
I mean, they
but-
shouldn't, but you know how fans are.
But I think so. I think if they go to
If you get to Omaha?
then it's
I think that
finally-
percentage of the fan that's like, fire Cavs, it's disrespectful to our program, what we're doing. I think it's less than 7%.
That seems pretty accurate.
Do they want to win?
Seems pretty
Yeah.
accurate.
Do they want to go back
Everybody
to Omaha?
wants to win a championship. Yeah, you'd rather have that than not.
Vanderbilt lost to Wright State. Like, it's baseball's weird.
It's a funky sport.
And it wasn't gonna
Sometimes
be-
you lose to Utah Valley, you know?
What did we,
Sometimes it happens.
Cal
where you get
Poly.
super weird, you
They're
can lose
a-
to Cal
You
Poly.
blow a 3-run lead to
They're a
Cal
juggernaut.
Poly.
They're a juggernaut. I've watched them all year. They're a dominant team.
Yeah.
A bunch of big leaguers on that roster.
Will Oregon football get farther in the playoff than Oregon State in baseball?
So you guys have won. Does that count as a round?
If we
winning
get to
a regional?
Omaha, we'll be in the final 8.
In the final
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
What do we still got a 12-team playoff now, right?
Yeah, 12
Yeah.
team last year,
So with 4, so you got to win one playoff game essentially to get to the final 8.
basically. Because
Yeah.
yeah.
So if you guys win, you get to. I say yeah.
If you get a bye,
If you get a bye, you're automatically in the
You're
final
in the
8.
final 8,
You're in the
yeah.
Elite 8 automatically. I'll say yeah. What the hell? Somebody said, fun Florida State baseball fact, they have been by a mile the most World Series appearances without a title.
Yes.
They've been 24 times without winning it. The next most is 12.
they also have a pitcher who talks a lot of trash.
A lot of trash.
He was caught. I forget who they beat.
There's a lot of trash talkers in college baseball.
It's super.
You see your boy
underrated
Chipper
fun.
Jones
It's
piss
super-
everybody off.
Yeah.
What'd he say?
Chipper Jones ranted about this. He was like, I don't want to like college baseball sucks. All these guys don't respect the game. They don't respect their opponents. They're all yelling at each
Really?
other. He went on a whole I'm old and baseball sucks now rant. And a bunch of but he's singled out one team who does it the right way. I think it was Coastal Carolina or something.
Oh.
He was like, outside of Coastal Carolina, they play the game with some respect and some pride. And every fan base jumped
It
on
can
him.
get pretty broy.
Well, it is. I mean, it can't get. It is very
I
broy.
feel like the ping does that to you.
Yeah.
When the pings will bring it out.
It's the vibe, it's the energy. But this Florida State pitcher was caught. I forget who he was playing, but he struck somebody out. He was caught basically saying, "Sit down, you crybaby bitch."
You know? Whoa. Took a turn.
Do that in Corvallis. See how that goes.
What if he yells that out first inning?
You want to see that offense pick up where it left off, and if it does, this is a no doubter win for them.
No doubt or win.
That 50-6 in
Yeah.
the final 4
I'm
games. is
convinced
nuts.
that first game was simply about the fact that they hadn't played for 2 weeks.
the rust versus rest factor, huh?
That's a long time
Yeah.
to not have real action. I mean, I know they played some inter-squad games, but
when they cleaned it up, they got the redemption against.
and then
St.
immediately they came back the next game and just started raking, and you're like, okay.
There's going to be a lot of nerves in that stadium, Dirt. It's going to hurt if they don't go to Omaha.
They're going to
Oh,
need
it's gonna hurt. Yeah,
they're
I
going
get
to need
that.
their freshmen though to settle them down, get some strikeouts early, just get them into the game, and then I think they'll be fine.
He said, "I'm a Mariners fan and a Beaver alum. I don't talk trash. I just want happiness. The Mariners bring me no sustained happiness, and I'm a nervous wreck about the Super Regional. My fandom is 99% pain, 1% pleasure, and then
I would actually disagree. You've had 3 World Series.
Yeah, dude, as a Beaver, like if you follow college baseball and you genuinely care about it, you've had 3 championships in
it
the last.
balances out. The Mariners sucked them.
Unless you're, I mean, I guess if you're a super young fan, then you
Yeah.
probably, because what was it, 06, 07, right? Were the
And
first
then
2?
18, yeah.
So if you're like 22 years old, you don't remember that.
You really only have enjoyed one.
You're barely
but
alive.
still, even winning one is
That was
like,
pretty cool, and the way they won it was nuts. One listener saying that they have a finalist for the Golden Spikes Award at Florida State.
Okay.
What's his name? You don't know?
No,
Oh.
I didn't watch any of their regional.
I didn't either.
Alex Lodiz.
Okay,
He's
watched
supposed
Oregon
to be a
State's-
top 5 pick. He's their shortstop. He's one of the most prolific hitters in all of baseball.
No. I watched Oregon State's regional and women's softball. It's all I've watched college baseball and softball wise.
That's all you got.
That World Series is intense.
I watched
been
that
pretty
last.
bananas. The ratings are really good.
Little Rock trying to beat LSU in that last.
LSU talking trash to sub 500 Little
Yeah.
Rock was a choice. Also, Mahomes showing up for Tech. Cool, but like a lot of look at me energy.
Yeah, he's got a lot of that.
He had to be
So
in
does
the
his wife
suite.
after all the
God
plastic
forbid
surgery.
he sit with the people.
Be a man of the people.
And
You know where Shaq was sitting last night? Courtside.
had to have been.
I'm going
Here's
to
my observation.
guess that was more of a security thing by
Oh,
the.
yeah, because Tech fans are going to
yeah.
murder Patrick Mahomes
Yeah, that'll
on
happen.
live television.
They just didn't want everybody going up there looking for an autograph during the game.
Oh, yeah, because I'm sure he never has that in Kansas City.